Hey guys, it's Richard with RichMade Knives. Got a new product that I created that I wanted to do a video on to show you guys. These are divot tools. For those of you who are golf players, you probably recognize what a divot tool looks like. And so what I did is I took my logo here at the top and then I added this part down here for the divot tool. And I had a batch of these, a small batch, a prototype batch of these cut, water jet cut for me, and then all hand finished. All of these have been ground here on the fork part. So all of these have been ground, kind of like you would grind a blade, and these are all hollow ground. So if you can look at an angle there, they're actually all hollow ground. And of course, they're not sharp at the end. They just come down to a thinner point than the rest of the body. That way you can get it into the ground a little bit easier, but they're still not going to hurt you, or they're not going to poke you when they're in your pocket. So golf divot tools with the custom made with the RichMade logo. This first batch is made out of Bowler K110, which is Bowler's version of D2 steel. So semi-stainless, Bowler K110, which is a really good, tough steel. And they're all ground here on the forks, and they're all been heat treated. So they have the hardness of a steel blade, right around 59 hardness level. So they're going to be really tough. They won't bend, they won't break, and they should last forever. Each one of these, I've got 8 here in the initial batch, and each one of them has a different finish. All of them, every single one of these have been hand finished by me. So this first one here is ground on the logo part, and then fully polished on both sides. So that's number 1. And then same thing, number 2, another one that's been hand ground on both sides and fully polished. And then this one is just a straight up polish, so ground forks on both sides, and then I did a softening on the face, so to get rid of the grain, to make it nice and smooth. And then I did a full polish on both sides. This one has been sanded down on the flats, and then you've got holes drilled in, and the holes are dark, a dark etch in the holes, and then the entire thing has been tumbled, and all the edges are lightly carved all the way around on both sides. And tumbled. This tea was put through the tumbler. Okay, this one we've got dark etch on the top part, and then silver grind on the forks, and then tumbled. So all hand ground at the top here, and then a dark etch, and then a silver on the grinds on the fork. This one is two-tone, dark etch on the top, carved around all the way around on the edges, and silver grind on the forks. There's another dark is ground custom carved here on the top part, on the logo part, and then it's a dark etch, and then the silver grind on the forks, and then tumbled. And then this last one has a satin finish. Well, first off, the hand ground on the logo, satin finished, and then flame, dark flame on the color. So it's got some different colors coming through there, but it has been flame anode. So all of this first batch of 8 are all Bowler K110, which is a variant of their D2. It's their formula, Bowler's formula for D2 steel. And these are going to be going up on the website for sale. And assuming if these do well, then I'll make more. I'm going to probably also do a batch of these in titanium at some point in the future. But for this very first batch, we've got these done in steel, in Bowler K110 steel. And the thickness on these is, prior to any grinding or anything, is roughly about 0.14. They've been faced, so they're probably a little bit less than that, maybe somewhere in the 0.135 range, and then taper down on the forks from the post grind. And every single one of these has been hand worked by me, and then heat treated, and each one of them has a unique finish all of their own. So these will be available for sale on my website at richmadeknives.com. And for those of you who are golfers, hopefully you can enjoy a custom divot tool. I love playing golf myself, and that's what kind of inspired me to make these. So thanks, everyone.